Welcome back, guys, to another exciting episode of Island Gaming with PG. I'm sure all of us would agree that the PlayStation 4 was a commercial success, and rightfully so. They had quality first-party games, and they were well supported by third-party developers. So millions of persons who purchased the PS4 in that generation really enjoyed their console. Their success was mainly based in the United States. So in the United States, the PlayStation sold over 35 million consoles. Well, it just came out according to VG Charts. We know that VG Charts work with estimates. They are reporting that the Nintendo Switch, yes, the Nintendo Switch, have outsold the PlayStation 4 in the United States. How much did the Switch outsell it by? Well, it's not by much. So right now, the PlayStation 4 lifetime sales are 35 million.25, and the Switch lifetime sales are 35 million.26. So it's just over the PS4. Now, this is noteworthy because the Switch only came out in 2017, while the PlayStation 4 came out in 2013. So the PlayStation 4 had a 4-year lead ahead of the Nintendo Switch, but yet the Nintendo Switch was able to catch up to the PlayStation 4 in the United States. Now, this is very funny because the Nintendo Switch was supposed to fail, according to many critics and detractors. Now, it's funny, I could recall certain YouTubers, certain analysts, and persons who claim to know the industry. They made some bold claims when the Nintendo Switch came out. They did say that the Switch, without a doubt, will fail. Who could forget individuals like...
You can't make two things really good. You make two things half-assed instead of making one thing really good. And that is, to me, what the Nintendo Switch is. It is a half-assed game console and an oversized handheld machine. I mean, who is going to carry that in their pocket? I can fit a DS in my pocket, but my God. Am I going to be able to hold a Switch in my pocket? Probably not.
And then there was this guy.
So I just got finished watching the Nintendo Switch presentation, and wow, just wow. I didn't even know this thing was going down until it just kept getting spammed in my recommendations over and over again. I was like, you know what, why not check it out? But after checking it out, I just have to say I've never seen such garbage before in my life. This whole presentation was cringe-worthy, cheesy doo-doo material. I mean, this was just so goddamn lame. I thought this console looked terrible before and I had no interest in it, but you know, after this I really have no interest in them.
Don't forget, these guys are specialists in gaming. They know what would succeed and what would fail. And finally, this guy.
But if these are the prices that we're paying for the Nintendo Switch accessories and games, it's dead on arrival, just dead in the water. It's going to fail. I cannot see the mass market paying these sort of prices for the Nintendo Switch.
Didn't that clip aged like fine wine, guys? But what it really goes to show is that, you know, some of these YouTubers who claim to be knowledgeable of the industry, who claims to be gamers, who know what would succeed and what would fail, actually knows nothing. They all claimed and predicted that the Nintendo Switch would fail. And based on what we see today, they all got it wrong. You see, what persons don't realize is that Nintendo gives persons an alternative to what's already out there. They are not doing the same thing over and over. They said that because the Nintendo Switch was so underpowered that it would automatically fail. But right now, it sold more than every other console in North America in the past 5 years. Well, maybe I have it wrong. Maybe, they just got, a fortunate break, Nintendo, and they are going to fail this year. So what you guys think? Why is the Nintendo Switch so successful? Another reason why they said it would be successful is that it's a handheld, right? And Nintendo always does well with their handheld. Funny enough, the guys and they who were saying that the Nintendo Switch was a handheld still predicted it would fail. But I digress. So why is the Nintendo Switch so successful? Let me know down in the comments. And like and subscribe for more interesting takes and news. Later.